Hi, this is Sid Brandy from GitLab, and I'm doing a mock Y Combinator interview today with the people from CardanoSpace. Just a few caveats. I've never been a Y Combinator partner. I don't know what they select for. Y Combinator partners are much nicer than me, and I'm not sure whether my tips are helpful, but I'm trying to help, but I might not be. I might be saying the wrong things, but that happens. But welcome, CardanoSpace. What is it about? What does your startup do?
Yeah, thanks. So NFTs are going to be mainstream as digital keepsakes and digital merchandise. So you'll see artists, events, sport clubs, maybe even restaurants give NFTs to their most loyal fans. And they'll cherish them proudly because NFTs will be their proof of their taste in life and in culture. And we're building the social platform to make that frictionless. So think Instagram for NFTs. Last month, we sold for 200K in our own NFT project. And so we know the space, we know how to create a community around NFTs. And now we're going to help other creators do the same with their own audience.
Cool. Thanks for that. And I think I'm just going to share it directly. I can get over it. I think there's a way. First of all, if you're going to say NFT, don't assume that everyone knows what it is. I know it's gotten lots of hype. 80% of your audience will know it, but I would almost spell it out, non-fungible token, the first time you say it, just to make sure and just to give them something to oh, it's a token, maybe it's something.
Yep.
Blockchain. The second thing is, and I know from the pre-questions you exchanged, you want to kind of get out of the NFT hype a bit, because there's been a big kind of, the world soured a bit on NFTs. I think it's 90% down offering wise. Makes total sense. If you want to do that, don't link yourself to NFTs. We're a platform to reward early fans. There's no need for you to say how you do it technically.
It's true. And actually, that's one of the insights we've had over the past couple of days where we try to do sales calls to creators. We noticed that if we don't mention NFTs in the outreach and we're just saying, hey, we're trying to solve this problem for you, do you want to talk about a possible solution? That people are actually more willing to have a conversation.
So it's working now. Great. Oh, let's make it work for YC too. Let's try that again. What does your company do?
So we think that the blockchain offers a new way of offering digital merchandise and digital.
I heard blockchain. Let's try it again.
So our company offers a way to give digital keepsakes and digital merchandise to fans of creators, artists.
Much better, but it had digital in it. What about, we help people reward their early creators. We help, not reward, no one wants to reward. We help people form a community out of their early fans and tie those fans closer. Oh, how do you do that? Well, we allow the creator to identify the early fans where they can prove they were fan number 5, not just to the creator, but to the wider community as well. Oh, how do you do that? Well, we give them a digital keepsake. Oh, how do you do that with NFTs? How do you do that? It's on the Cardano blockchain. How do you do that? Signatures, blah, 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 blah. Like there's a sequence to it.
Yeah. That makes sense. It's in fact, I think it's the same thing that we had to overcome when we approached you, right?
Yeah. I was like, NFTs, pass. So it's almost like make something people want, or like that's the mission of YC. Or like, what problem are you solving? Like, I don't know, there's maybe not enough, I don't know, upside in being an early fan. Like you're an early fan of, people are super proud of being early fans, but there's no upside. There's no way to prove it, although anecdotally. The way to I don't know. You know what will maybe resonate in Silicon Valley? It's like the employee number.
Mhm.
When you're employee 10 or what, people compete on that. Like I was employee X.
Yeah, we had one metaphor today. Like, what if you still would have some way to prove that you were there when Woodstock happened? Like, you probably don't have that ticket anymore because it's too long ago.
What ticket?
What ticket? Yeah. Or the wristband.
But it's the kind of the init before you commercialize the init before you.
Before it was cool.
Yeah. Yeah, init before it was cool. But what's the benefit to, like, you're selling it to the creator, so we should do it not from the perspective of the fan, but from the perspective of the creator. What's in it for the creator? Why would the creator do this?
Yeah, I'll give one specific example. So if you're a Twitch live streamer right now, then you actually do already have a way to reward your early fans, because if they subscribe to you on Twitch and they are among the first 10 people to do so, then they will get a founder badge next to their name in the Twitch chat whenever they're on your channel, so everyone can see that they were first. The problem is, what if you want to leave Twitch as a creator, for instance, because they take a 50% cut of your revenue, or because Discord is now offering a better feature set? If you do that, then you lose that connection that you have with your early fans. And what we do is we give you a way to identify and reward your early fans in a platform independent way. So you can move wherever you want and take the relationship with your fans with you.
And what's the upside for me, that I can change platforms more easily?
For you as a creator?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so one is your platform independent. So you can switch platforms, but you can also, so you can give those tokens away, but you can also sell them. And if you sell them, then you don't have to share the cut with the platform you're doing it on. That's one. Two is, often creators are multi-platform. So you may be streaming on Twitch, but maybe you're posting on Twitter and you're also on Discord. With platform independent rewards, you can integrate with all of these platforms, so they have a meaning regardless of where you're at the moment. And the last thing is that you're giving your fans something that's much more permanent. So maybe 30 years from now, they'll look back at the great times that they had in your community, and they still have the keepsakes and the merchandise that you gave them.
Plus, it's merchandise that they truly own, and not a platform-dependent, ephemeral sort of representation of your fanship.
Okay, but you're selling to the creators, right?
Correct.
Okay, so I don't care about what's in it for the fans then, because it needs to work for the creator. And
that is
no one cares about the long term, because your startup has to do well in the short term. So it's nice that it's going to work in 30 years, but if your startup goes under in 3 months, that's not going to work. So that's not going to be an advantage of you until you don't need it anymore.
Yeah,
by the time you've proven you're long lasting, like that's so that's not, you're not going to make it a success because of that either.
Okay, so I'll give you some very specific short-term examples. We've just chatted to a Twitch streamer that wants to give their audience something special whenever they subscribe for a year. And right now they do it by sending over a physical origami dragon that they made. But they told us that it's actually too much work for them to scale. So this could change that. One other thing is that some
okay, I think it's a really bad example, because you're making it, you're comparing it with an artificial example, right? Like, yes, I get why sending an origami dragon via postal mail is not super efficient. Like, that's not fair. This person might have just as well sent an email with a code or something like that. So it feels like a made up comparison where you look good, because I bet that a code via emails is a lot handier than the Ethereum wallet that you want me to download and stuff like that. So like let's not cherry pick our examples. Also, you interrupted me. I think I would just let me finish. I might be annoying, I might be wrong, but your response is going to be better if you know what I actually am after. So permanent, not an advantage. Selling them, advantage not for the right person. Move platforms more easily. People are not like, I don't know, people all went into Facebook, and then Facebook, like you had a bunch of followers and you couldn't reach them anymore unless you paid the hurdle rate to Facebook. So like people don't think far enough ahead to move platforms. So I don't think you're gonna see big growth. I think the big one is multi-platform. And I think the one that works is like, if you make that badge and like you're the founder everywhere, then I can just use that on Twitch. You can also use that on, I don't know, the Discord channel and the Instagram and stuff like that. So I think that's interesting. I do an example around that. And it would sound something to like, with our platform, you can like, when you are an early adopter, you can prove that, not just on one platform like Twitch, but also when you're proving it to other people. When you kind of sign up for the IPO, you'll get a discount. When you are on YouTube and you're commenting, people can see it. In Discord, you can raise your hand and you're going to be in the VIP lodge where people see it earlier. I don't think even you can raise your hand, but whatever. Think of Clubhouse with a VIP section for hand raising. Like this being an early fan is really important. And there's kind of too little granularity for community management. And big part of it is proving how early you were, but also what you contributed. How much did you do? And for open source software, we have the commit logs and everything else. We're an alternative to the batches on Twitch and for the Git commits that you got merged into the Linux kernel.
Like that.
Mm.
Cool. Let's start from the top. So the first question is going to be about what do you do? The second one is like, what's in it for the creator? And we'll take it from there. I'll buzz on any blockchain related words. What do you do?
We're creating a way for creators on the internet to reward their early fans, and to do that in a way that's platform independent. So wherever they're at the moment, whether that's Twitch or YouTube or Discord or Twitter, their fans get a special status, either because they're early or because they're loyal, or they spend a lot of money supporting or donating to the creator, and that way the creator can have an even stronger relationship with their audience and foster an even tight-knit community.
All right. I try to help you by letting you know which my second question would have been, but it backfired because now you try to answer both in the same way. No more than 2 sentences per answer. No heads up. And I would, apart from early, I would also always call out the fan kind of contributions or the behavior or the fan how fanatic they are. But it's not just about being early. Like if people subscribe, but they never watch, if people like are in it before anybody else, but they never left you a review, like what does it matter? So I want to engage my fans. I want to activate my fan base as a creator. Cool. What does your company do?
Our company offers a way for creators to reward their most loyal, but also their most engaged and early fans, and do that in a way that's platform independent.
Oh, great. So why is that beneficial to the creator?
Most creators are not just on one platform, but they use multiple platforms at the same time. So they may be streaming on Twitch, but they may be growing their audience on Twitter, and they may be fostering their community on Discord. And it's important for their loyal and early fans to be recognized on all of these platforms. So it doesn't matter where the interaction happens.
Cool. How is that happening today? What's the alternative that you're improving upon?
The alternative is that some of the recognition that you get as a fan only counts on one of the platforms because it's controlled by that platform. And also that this platform is taking a huge cut of any revenue that...
Okay, you understood my question as how are you better? That's not what I asked. I wanted to see if what you're doing, if that actually, it's already happening, right? If there's no MySpace, then it's hard for Facebook to raise so it's a very different question. Tell me how it's happening today versus tell me how you're better. So how is that happening today? And then you want to say something that's incredibly popular, like these Twitch badges for the first 10 things, like people go bonkers over them. I've seen them traded for five grand, or something like that. So what's happening today? What is the thing? Okay, maybe I confuse you. What's the thing you'll do better? How is this happening today of the rewarding fans? What would I do if I didn't have your platform? How do I reward my early and loyal fans?
So I'll give one of the most popular examples. So right now on Twitch, you can pay €5 a month to your favorite streamer, and then you'll unlock a set of emoji that you can use in their chat only if you do that. And that's
it's super popular, but if you want to then replicate that on other communities, you essentially need to do manual work to have those same fans have the same status on, let's say, Discord or Twitter.
Yeah, I pay you $5. I also want special treatment in the clubhouse room and everywhere else.
Exactly. So then I manually need to take care of that. Whereas with our solution, you have something that you can showcase on any platform.
Yeah, that's cool. Oh, you offer this functionality today where if I have the Twitch founder badge, then somewhere else I get special treatment?
No, we just pivoted to this idea last week. So right now we're very much in a phase of do things that don't scale. So currently we are manually helping Twitch streamers to award tokens to their fans, and we haven't integrated that with all platforms yet.
Have you integrated it with any platforms?
No.
Okay. You're handing tokens. Okay, how many people did you hand that token to?
One. The first experiment was today, but we have a couple lined up for later in the week.
Okay, well, that's good. Okay, if you haven't been doing this, what have you been doing?
So last month, we spent most time on our own NFT project, which was a short-term opportunity that we had to chase. Then because of that, we were inspired to create an NFT wallet, first just for the NFT collector space. And by doing that, we saw the potential for this to be mainstream, for this to be beyond people that are into crypto. And that is the pivot we made since last week.
Okay. I think that's a really good one. I would also add to that, like we sold $200,000 of NFTs for early, like we kind of had an auction to be an early fan of us, and we made $200,000 with that and we're using that to bootstrap the company.
Yeah, which is true.
Yes,
yeah.
That helps if it's true.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, so isn't all of that pretty user unfriendly? You're talking about like NFT wallets. I tried NFTs. I couldn't make it work. Like I had to download first this app and then that app, and then I went to a website somewhere, and somewhere along the way, like I just gave up. It was too user unfriendly. Like, and you're introducing your own wallet, but like it's already very user unfriendly, and now there's another wallet that people need. Why are you doing that?
Yeah, so if even you struggle to set that up, then it's definitely not ready for a mass audience, right? So a big thing of what we're going to build is sort of first entry user experience, where the creators just send a link to a member in their audience, and they will, if they do not already have a wallet, automatically get one created on
Okay,
our
but why
end.
wallets? Why wallets? Why can't I just send a link and then I can upgrade my Twitch or my Clubhouse or something? Why do you need wallets and tokens in the first place?
We need that because that way we can guarantee that this is going to be platform independent in the long term, even independent from us, but we'll abstract away from that for the user.
Yeah, but I think if you make everyone hop through a wallet, you've just introduced a ton of friction into the process.
So we're creating the wallet, but the user doesn't see that. So the user gets a link. With the link, they just claim their account.
I could just register on your website and I don't have to like remember a 15p, 19-word thing.
There's even already like specific projects out there that are doing that. And you don't need to remember the very long passphrase, which we agree is super user unfriendly. So you would just receive a link and be able to log into a natural account like you would do on any other platform that's out there today, which is way more user friendly, right?
Cool. So I go to CardanoSpace.com and it takes a while to load and it has a lot of coordinates. I don't see a sign-in anywhere.
So CardanoSpace is separate from what we're applying for YC with.
Oh, okay. What are you applying for to YC with?
We're calling it Palace.
Okay, it doesn't have a website yet.
Your memory palace.
Okay, cool. Well, thanks. That's all we have time for. Thanks so much.